Hello friends, this is Neeraj here and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I just want to discuss something regarding this current coronavirus pandemic times and the outlook of gold and copper with relation to this. Okay, so in this, without wasting much time, why I wanted to make this video is that, as you know, that too many things have happened in last 3 months in lockdown period and virus pandemic. So I don't want to repeat the same thing. So what is the relation between this gold and copper outlook and coronavirus pandemic? Okay, so give you a little background about that is that uh, Peru, as you know, that coronavirus pandemic is now the Brazil has overtaken. You know, it's reaching the number of infection cases in Brazil is reaching USA with more than 1 million people infected and more than 50,000 people died. And the second uh, biggest infected country in Latin America, South America, is Peru. And Peru also, there is more than 250,000 people have infected. It is a small country, and more than 8,000 people have died. So now, what is the connection between this gold, copper, and Peru? Is that give you a little background? Is that this for gold, the statistics is like, just to repeat that data, is 3,300 tons of annual gold production happens in this world. There is its demand, and China is the largest gold producer, gold miner, with 400 tons, and the second and third is Canada. It's Australia and Russia, around 300 tons, and fourth and fifth is USA and Canada, around 200 plus tons, and the sixth largest gold mine producer is Peru, with 160 tons around annual production, which is about 5% of the world gold production. So now with this pandemic and with this already infected cases and death going up, I believe that there may be, soon this mining also will be affected, like happened in the iron ore mines in Brazil, and so there is a case for this gold prices to go up, not only because of this. Generally, that standard investment theory is that when the economic distress happens in the world is into economic recession and inflation, interest rates are coming down, so the gold prices also goes up and people start investing into the gold. But having said that, even this becomes the third major point for the gold investment right now, is because of this Peru's problems with the virus pandemic, and because Peru being the sixth largest producer of gold in the world, and 5% of the gold comes from that. And what is the connection with this copper? So now copper, in terms of copper also, the world production is around 19 million tons, and Chile is the largest producer in South America. Chile is the largest producer with 5.6 million tons around production, and second is Peru with 2.6 million tons of copper production in the world. So with this Peru already being this coronavirus pandemic, so this copper and gold both, because generally, just to give you a little bit understanding about copper gold, is that wherever you will find the copper deposits, gold always comes as the byproduct or the side, because the copper deposits of this rocks, copper sulfate and gold sulfate, always you will find together. That sedimentary or the geographical area has the similar characteristic, that rocks have the similar characteristics, so you will find copper and gold always together in wherever, whichever the mines or whichever the region the copper is found, the gold is also generally found along with this copper. So the copper being the second largest, Peru being the second largest copper producer, with 2.6 million tons, which consists of about 14-15% of the world production. I think even copper, if you remember 2 weeks before, I had come out with a video that copper stocks should be bought. So this again I am reiterating, this copper and gold becomes the best. So if you cannot invest in the gold money, you better invest in the copper or the copper stocks, because copper is poor man's gold, you can say that. And also with the coronavirus pandemic, there is a belief that copper helps in resistance against this virus, even though it is just a superstition, but still that way also the demand is increasing. And with copper and gold, both having a lot of application in the electronics and new technology and new digital world, with the more and more technological usage and more adoption of the technology for various things, the demand for this electronics and the technological circuits, which uses a lot of gold and copper, also goes up. That also builds the case for the copper and gold stocks or the prices to go up. So this is just a small update about this new kind of a I think angle which I wanted to share with you. Hope you like it, and so request you to subscribe to my channel if you have not been yet till now, and share it with your maximum number of friends, and tell them also to subscribe if you find this interesting. And also, if you want to get new videos of mine as and when I come out with this thing, so request you to subscribe so that you get notifications regarding my videos and you don't miss out on these interesting ideas and the videos. That's it from my side. Ciao from Neeraj from Moscow. See you once again.